move on to Steel. Also to Kirby, this is going to make no sense to you at all, because I'm doing this specifically for the community that I'm part of, and I'm not actually playing a game. I'm just doing a rundown of what's been happening in our league. And it's probably quicker going the other way. Though I may play a game afterwards if I have some time, or play in the evening if I don't have time. So lastly then, we'll have a look at Steel, and we'll start with Steel A, which is my Steel. Let me get my notes back up, and let me get Spike back up. Matchups, Steel A. How's the game been? I'm like I said, I'm not playing. I do every Tuesday I do a rundown for how the season has been going in our league ICBBL, and let's check that out there as well actually. So if you are looking for a very friendly community to play in, then you can join us at ICBBL, where we welcome coaches of all levels, and we try to help each other out and be as friendly as possible. The season is coming to the end, so the sign-ups will be probably in the middle of January, second week of January, third week of January, something like that. So if you do play Blood Bowl and you want a league to join, then come check out ICBBL. That's for chat here at the moment, and also for anybody watching on YouTube after the fact. Season is ending shortly, so feel free to sign up to ICBBL then. We can be found then through the discussion forum in Steam. Don't need the discussion forum, just there's the link, that's the Discord. Come say hi. Even if you don't play Blood Bowl, you can come say hi, but it's going to be completely pointless for you. And I don't really see the point in doing that, but if you are so inclined to come say hi regardless, then by all means do. Right, where's Blood Bowl? There's Blood Bowl. So we had just the one game. It was my game. We had one game in Steel A this week, which was Tree Trees against the Canadian Welding Bureau, which was a Norse team, led by what's his name, Nibs, led by Nibs, who I believe is relatively new to ICBBL, but very friendly coach. Played him for the first time. We had a good laugh, and he got a pretty solid win. So you know that's a good result for the Norse. And everybody else still has to play, including Fallen Glory. So, top 2 from each group goes up in Steel, unless I'm mistaken. I believe top 2, they don't go up, sorry, they go into playoff. But every team from Steel can promote into the pyramid, regardless of your result. It's more based on your TV, so if your TV is below 1500, you can promote directly into Bronze. If your TV is above 1500, I believe you can directly promote into Silver. That's the difference between Bronze and Silver, basically. So, the two teams that have finished are the Norse team, who are currently in 6th position, and the Halflings, who are currently at the bottom. We're still chasing a win, so the Tree Trees are promoting to Bronze. I decided to take them up, so they will continue their run in Bronze, even though they haven't picked up a win yet. But they are Halflings. I mean, Halflings don't win very often. And Gibbs is most likely finishing in 6th position, but he could drop to 7th if Lego wins with Dark Elves. So, but 6th, 7th, 8th doesn't make much of a difference, really, does it? So, the two teams that did play the game. Stern, the Halfling, died. And Sturdy, the Halfling, picked up minus armor. And also True Roots, the tree, picked up minus armor. So it was a tough game for the Halflings, and we're going to be out a tree in our first game in Bronze, because I don't do the wood thing that a lot of people do. I don't. You can spin in wood between seasons for a maximum of 7 games in your team's career, but I don't do that, so we'll be starting off with a treeman out and some busted Halflings when we start off again in Bronze. Just got to catch up with chat quickly, apparently. So, maybe one day I'll learn the game of Blood Bowl and become the best EU. I'll play in the evening. At Kobe FM, X'd out. Yes, okay. Yeah, high learning curve. Very steep learning curve. And then once you've learned how to play the game, there's then the steep learning curve of how to be good at the game. And then, even then, sometimes the dice will just screw you. That's Blood Bowl. But if you can take that, then, you know, that's it's worth playing. And the other team with the Norse. And I can't remember what happened with the Norse, actually. Did anything fun happen with the Norse? I don't think so, but let's double check before I say no for certain. Steel. Yeah, I believe nothing fun happened with the Norse. But this is how the Norse looks at the end of Steel. So they've... that Berserker who was out for the game... The Mighty Blow was out, but he didn't need it. He's now back, and it's pretty small development on Norse, but, you know, they're a team that could go into bronze looking relatively fine, I guess. So hope to see them some more in bronze, because Gibbs was perfectly pleasant. Everybody else is still left to play, so we'll come back to Steel A next week, because there's not really much else to say in Steel, really. So Fallen Glory takes on the Lizard team, easy mode. I believe they're Lizards. Yeah, Nibbanon's Lizards, who the top two are fighting for the playoff, and if Fallen wins, actually, I'm pretty sure these two teams are guaranteed through. Can anybody catch you two? Let's have a quick look. Top Hat can technically catch Fallen Glory, but he'd need to score something like 5 touchdowns, which is a little bit unlikely. So these two teams are almost certainly through in our group, and the rest are just fighting for higher spaces in the table. Let's have a look at B as well then. And there were 2 games played in B. And let me just get B up. Steel B. Steel B, Steel B, yep. We got quite a lot of notes in Steel B, so great. So, the Long Dwarfs, which is Rylock's Norse, played just another Steel team, which is Undo's Dark Elves, I believe. And Fine Wine Diners, who are the Vampire team. Who's in charge of the Vampire team? The Vampires, led by Thunder, and Thunder is a coach I don't know, that's why I keep forgetting you, I'm sorry. And Upside Down Table, which is Rawn's Underworld. And if I can find Rawn quickly, I will give Rawn a shout out as well, because I know that he is a streamer and I didn't shout him out last time. And I've also got to shout out Kirby when I think about it. Oh, all these shout outs. These shout outs are killing me slowly. Can I find Rawn quickly? Because I think Rawn has numbers as well. Everybody has numbers. Yes, Rawn85. Okay, so shout out to Rawn_85, who is a player in our community, and I had no idea he was a streamer, but apparently he is. I don't think he streams Blood Bowl, to be fair, though. I think he streams other games. And shout out to Kirby. And, I mean, I think I've spoken enough about Kirby, but, Kirby, just go see Kirby. It's a whole new experience. Words can't explain it. Go see him and, you know, help him find his shiny badger. Yeah, that'll do. That's a good shout out. Does that work, Kirby? We'll stick with that for today. So, Ron managed to win his game, and also the Dark Elves beat the Norse, which actually puts Undo in playoff contention. And let's do some quick check of the scoreboard here as well. So he's not done because Yolo later, I think his name is, or Mr. Zims V, can catch him. And the other two teams who could have potentially caught him are a game behind. So the only thing that can change is potentially the humans can get into second place, but the Dark Elves look pretty safe at the moment, to be fair. And Krull is definitely through with 15 points. There's no catching him. Actually, a win will do it. Just if Yolo later just needs to win. That's literally all that needs to happen. And the Thunder result hasn't updated in Spike. Interesting. But no, I'm pretty sure that the Vampires can't catch them because they've had their 7 games, so they're stuck in 4th most likely. So what happened with these teams? Oh no, these people haven't taken level ups again. So, we got some leaps. On Ron's team, first of all. An MNG Underworld Goblin and a Skaven Blitzer with leap, because that's how level ups that aren't leveled up go, always, in my mind. And Then in Undo's team, I'm surprised Undo hasn't taken his level up, so that's not like Undo. But okay, we got a Blitzer who leveled up, and he's already a Mighty Blow, so, you know, all kinds of crazy things can follow on from here. And these are potentially going into playoffs, so we may see more of them, especially if we get this block Mighty Blow Leap player doing some things. That's going to be good fun. The Vampires, every team can promote to bronze or silver for free, so they'd go into bronze because of their TV if they wanted to, and the Vampires are looking pretty beaten up, but they still have all 4 Vampires, so we may see them in bronze next season. I hope so, because Thunder, I think, is also new to the league, and it'd be nice to see more of him, and actually get to play him, because I haven't done yet. And it's pretty easy to replace Thralls, so yeah, I'd like to see more of these Vampires, but they are finished for the season. And Rylock's Long Dwarfs. Rylock obviously is a very old hand in ICBBL, one of the admin team as well. I wouldn't be surprised if this team gets retired, to be honest, but you never know. We may see some dwarfs continuing. But with a Berserker out, no Ulfs, I'm pretty sure this team is getting retired, to be honest. But we may see him in bronze next season too. The 2 games that are left over: Ginger Power, which is a dwarf team, I believe, and just your regular humans, which is a human team. So, yeah, Catbus against Yolaleda, and then Krill's ICBBL Orcs take on they're Amazons, aren't they? Yes, the Amazon team. So the top team takes on the bottom team in the last round as well. That's Red Knight. I forgot to say Red Knight the whole season the whole stream last week, so sorry. Chris20 is Red Knight, and Krill, the Orcs. These two play off against each other. Whole new experience, words can't explain it. Yep, that's I'm sticking with that as your description this time. You always get a colourful shout out from me, Kirby, to be honest. But that was one of the more colourful ones for certain. So Steel C then. Let's have a look at them. How are we doing on time? We're doing really well on time today. I'm glad, because last time I was really stuck for time, but this time we're doing okay. I may even manage a game still if I finish in like the next like 15 minutes or so. So we've had 2 games played in this group as well. The Blackwater Mischiefs took on 2 Witches, 2 Cauldrons. That's Dark Elves against... what were the Blackwater? Against the Goblins, yes. So Saimar's Goblins took on... where are they? 2 Witches, 2 Cauldrons directly below them, part-time. That game happened last night, I think, as well, at the same time as the D-Man McNaughton game. And the other game that was played was the Vermin Vanquishers against the Rolling Skulls. So Rolling Skulls are a Khemri team, and the... where are they? And the Dwarf team at the top, the Vermin Vanquishers, that was D-Man's Dwarfs. Okay. Was that the game? Yeah. So the Dwarfs took on the Khemri, the 2 top teams, Evil Smoothie and D-Man there. Let's have a quick look at the results and the scores. The Orcs are still in contention. They can still come up 1 spot if they win their game. If they win their game, they will knock Evil Smoothie off the 2nd spot, but if the Orcs don't win, we've got these 2 going through to playoffs. So there's still a battle here for the Orcs, and I believe this is also a new coach, so, you know, let's follow the Orcs and hope Evil Smoothie goes down, because Evil Smoothie has had plenty of chances to go up. It's always good to see the new guys go up. And the Orcs take on the Toothy Kisses, which is a vampire team, led by Fluffy Pajamas, who I also believe is new to the group. Part-time, I think, has been here a while, but I don't know him personally, and Saimar, of course, is an old hand, so, yeah. Hopefully we'll see the Orcs go up, because new coaches in playoffs, that's always good fun. So, Evil Smoothie, and what notes do I have for Evil Smoothie? I have... That's not what I wanted. I have... no notes for Evil Smoothie. I do have notes for D-Man, and I do have notes for part-time, so I guess nothing happens to this team. Well, there was an injury, so... Missed next game on a skeleton. Yep. And I don't think there was a level up on the team, but if I missed one, then my deepest sympathies. Though we do have dirty players, skeletons. That's good fun. I do kind of want to see Kemri in the playoff as well, though, to be fair. So I'll give Evil Smoothie his position back. I kind of hope the Orcs go up because we want to see new players go up, but you know, at the same time, it would be nice to see Kemri in there because we don't get to see that very often. I think this is the old team, yeah. So it's this team. I do actually have notes for. No, I don't have notes for the goblins either. So I don't think anything happened with the goblin team. We just have the 2 dirty player goblins from last week. Nothing else has changed there. D-Man's team, though, we do have a level up, and he hasn't taken it. So we got a leaping dwarf. We got a leaping blitzer dwarf. Shatter the storm vermin. That's our level up there. And no injuries. This dwarf team. D-Man with dwarves. It sounds disgusting. It needs nerfing. I don't know if D-Man needs nerfing, dwarf needs nerfing, or both, but there needs to be some nerfing done here. And then the Dark Elves of part-time. There was a level up on a player called Eir, who is this player here, and he got a wrestle. So there we go. We got wrestle on this player. And that's basically what we see with Steel Sea here. And left to play, we've got Squad Ron, which is Sauron's. Is it Chaos Dwarfs again? No, it's Nurgle this time. Nurgle are taking on the Valakut Meteors, which is a human team under Eltersi. And Deadworld Orcs, like I said, Quill's Orcs take on the Toothy Kisses, which are fluffy pajamas vampires at the bottom of the table. Whole new experience with. Okay, is this the same league as Sir Pickles? No. I think. Do we have Sir Pickles in ICBBL? I don't think Sir Pickles is in ICBBL, no. I'm aware of Sir Pickles, but I don't think he's part of ICBBL. Let's have a quick check. Because if he is, then that's pretty bad. Because I should remember that kind of thing. He's not online, and no. We do have a Sir something, so he may be called something else here, and he may well be part of the community. But as far as I can tell, no, Sir Pickles isn't part of our community. Sir Pickles is an admin in. Where's he an admin of? I should know. Sir Pickles is an admin of one league for certain, but no, he's not in ICBBL. Only because he plays, but also is from Shay, so I presumed you were in the same league. Never mind. I should point out that I'm in multiple leagues. I'm a diplomat in. I used to be a diplomat, I should say, in Blood Bowl, and I know all of the big guys, generally speaking, but I don't think I've had direct contact with Sir Pickles, to be fair. I'm aware of him, but I don't think I've spoken to him directly. There is a chance, though, he is part of the CIN, and I'm forgetting, because CIN has grown beyond my knowledge, to be fair. So there is a good chance that we have spoken, actually, and I'm completely lying. And if so, then all apologies to Sir Pickles. But no, I don't believe he's definitely not part of ICBBL, and I don't think he's part of the Invitational either. So you can tell him all about it, and he can come join ICBBL if you are so inclined. All right then, and we'll finish with Steel D. So there was one game only in Steel D. Jim Johnson Fan Club took on Heavy Weapons. Let me just open this as well on Spike. Are we do we have a big fight for the top spot in this league, in this group? Not really. The pros are guaranteed through in this group, and the one game that happened doesn't change much. Yeah, the one game that happened are two of the lower level teams, but it was a good win for Heavy Weapons. So heavy weapons, the Orc team are probably going to finish in 6th, because the Vampire team, led by the Warden, is probably going to finish in 7th. Though, Hobo Ted can still cause an upset when he plays against... Who's he playing against? Mucking About. That's the Goblins, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, this group is kind of fun, actually. Can Goblin Marine still get up? That is the question of the day, isn't it? So, he very much can. If Goblin Marine wins, and Stitches loses... Yes, Stitches has to lose. So if the Goblins do win, and the Dark Elves do lose, then the Goblins go through to the playoff. But Stitches has had a pretty solid season so far, and I think Stitches has a slightly better chance. Who's he playing against? Kane Pushers take on Hagenmund Griffins, which were in the middle somewhere. Yeah, the human team under Jeff B. So 2 of the top teams are playing against each other. So the Goblins are still in contention, to be fair, because let's not write off the humans. You never know. But the Goblins do have to beat Hobo Ted, and they were supposed to play yesterday actually, but scheduling issues, and they're looking to play later in the week, as I understand it. But the one game that's been played, where are we? We got some leaps again because nobody's taken their level ups. Were there any injuries that I've forgotten about? Quite possibly. Yeah, there was a John Bovey in the Vamp team was injured. There he is, and he got busted agility. And I missed the Vampire apparently. So Nosfer Achu the Sick, nice name. Also picked up an MNG. I think when I started making the injuries, I was only focusing on what was permanent and ignoring everything that wasn't, so I could quickly figure out what was MNG and what wasn't, but then partway through the week I started actually making notes on what happened, so I've just confused myself with that. And the Vampire Jim Johnson has picked up a level, and Leap is actually realistic on a Vampire team, so, you know, he may very well get Leap, but he probably won't. He'll probably get something like Dodge, because it looks like it's a pretty safe build for this team so far, so probably Blodge Vampire. And the Orc team as well also haven't taken their level up. So the Blitzer has leveled up, and he's going to take whatever he takes. So, you know, Mighty Blow, Block, Guard, or Leap! But yeah, probably not Leap as well. So we've gone through basically everyone who's fighting. The only one I didn't say was that the Elven Union take on the Ogre team in the last round, and I'm pretty sure that the Ogre team are doing much better than expected. Yeah, we're 2-2-2. That's a really good result for Ogres, actually. So, if Ogres manage to pull an upset against the top team, that would be really something. So, fair play to Launcher for doing really well with his Ogre team so far, because 2-2-2 is respectable as a result. And shout out again to the Goblins, because 3-2-1 is a fantastic result for Goblins. It really is. And if you get one more win, then, you know, my hat's off to you, sir. And I guess that's it. I guess I've covered everything. So we'll call the rundown here for this week. I need to do a little bit better with the switching between tabs for definite, but overall I think the notes did help because it made things a little bit quicker to figure out, and hopefully I've covered everything that you wanted me to cover. If you are watching in chat and you want to say anything else about your teams, do so now. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to say anything about your teams, also do so now, but obviously do it in the comments of YouTube, because you can't go in a time machine and add something to my chat. Editor AD again, just quickly at the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching this rundown. I will let this play out with a clip from the last game, if applicable as well, like last week, and like every week going forward, I hope. It is worth keeping in mind, though, that this week's rundown was actually for a 2-week period, so if I didn't look at your team, it's because you haven't played your game yet. Or I forgot you, but I hope I didn't forget anybody. I hope so. If I did forget anybody, though, please leave that in the comments as well. Thank you very much for watching this rundown. I'll leave it here for today. I hope to see you in the next one, and good luck, have fun in your games on the pitch. Bye-bye, guys. Could I fear it? No. Or yes? No, there's no way I can move the ball. I'm still looking for potential options, but there really isn't one. There's nothing I can do in this game. Absolutely nothing. We're ending this probably 2-0. Unless he keeps failing the pickup. The one thing that can happen is he fails the pickup next turn, it goes off the pitch, lands here, and then I manage to pass up. So, if that happens, I will eat my shoe, and I'll do it with the camera on. So. Let's just get you out now, because I'm going to... Because if that happens, it's going to be great. Sounds promising. Yes. Oh, I kind of need to go the other way, didn't I? No, I don't, because I need the ball to go up here somewhere. That'll be the way that'll work. Or even better, you know, if it goes off the pitch and then the tree catches it and the tree does the pass. That would be perfect. So, am I going to eat a shoe? Do I have a shoe ready to eat? Not really. No shoe eating. I'm sorry. Good job. I'm too sexy for my shirt.